What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we have the final release of Yes, Your Grace, which is out now on Steam. We played the demo for this game that included the first couple days about a year ago, and it's a game that I was pretty excited about. It had really good pixel art. It's a game about managing and running a kingdom that is on the decline and trying to regain the former luster of your majesty, effectively. And so anyways, this is a game where you're going to walk around, you're going to be doing a lot of conversation, you're going to be managing wars and finances and the coffers and everything else. And I think it's an interesting perspective to play a game from. Let's start it on off. This is a game of tough choices, and it'll be impossible to satisfy the needs of every petitioner. Sometimes your subjects will be spiteful, and sometimes life will get in the way. If you simply have enough resources at the end of each week, that's good enough. Okay, well, that's probably good advice then. It's time, Your Grace. I'd better put on my crown. Crown of the King of Davern. It's getting rusty. Alright, so what are we doing here? Your Grace. Oh, it wants me to walk out and leave? Okay, I'll walk out and leave then. We will go to the castle wall. Your Grace. A deserter. Found one of ours hiding in a shed. A shed? Why would you do this, Sobek? There's too many of them. We have no chance of winning. If you let him off, the rest may follow. However, your army is sparse as it is. We need every set of hands able to hold a sword, Your Grace. Even the least brave soldiers are essential now. With courage, we will defeat the enemy no matter the odds. Let him loose, General. Go. Stand for Davern. Thank you, Your Grace. Over here, Your Grace. How bad is it, General? Our men are scared. It's the middle of the night, and yet it's so bright as if Svarog himself had walked into our lands. The thin walls won't last long, and we lack any solid defensive measures. We don't have enough men, and once they get in, we have nothing that we can throw in their way. Can you hear the chanting? That's them, and they're getting ready. We'd better get started. I've gathered our archers from all the other walls, and they're waiting you up there, Your Grace. There's still time to put up white flags. Oh yeah, we're outnumbered by a little bit. Archers. For Davern. Three, 2, 1. Okay, here I come. You found me. Well done, Father. Come on now, Lorsulia. It's not often that we can do this. I told you I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? Lorsulia, that's no way to speak to your father. Lorsulia is a stick in the mud. Shut it, Asalia. We can see you from miles away. Oh, you know I'm not playing with you, darling. The sun finally came out. Let me enjoy it. Got you. Should have insulted your sister from across the garden. She always has to ruin everything. She's so proud. She couldn't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. Next time you don't want to play, maybe try writing a formal announcement. Oh, wait. You can't. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it out, both of you. Lorsulia is such a dumpling. Ugh. I'm staying here while I can. Aurelia used to love to sit here and knit. Now she gets more peace in our bedchamber. Do I have another kid? I thought I had all the kids found. Oh, I have another kid. Never mind. And there's the little one. No, I was doing so well. You must have cheated. Or peeked. I demand another trial of the game. How official. Maybe next time, Sadani. Forgive me, Your Grace. I hate to interrupt, but your subjects will soon arrive. Alright, enough games. The throne awaits. The petitioners are going to start queuing in a moment, Your Grace. We really need to shorten the visiting hours. So we have 30 gold, it looks like we have 20 grain, maybe 100 soldiers, maybe that's what that stands for. And then it looks like that's probably the general morale of the kingdom, possibly. Can you go and speak to Lorsulia, my dear? I've tried talking to her, but she just won't respond. I don't know what's gotten into her lately. Maybe she'll open up a bit more to you. She's probably wandering about at the wall. Of course. Your Grace, I bring bad news. The recent rains have soaked through our roofs, and the pantry roof has collapsed, as well as some of the walls of the dungeon. Only one cell is currently functional. We should really fix those things before they get worse. Otherwise, we're going to keep losing supplies. You will see the required fixes in your weekly summary at the end of the week. When you meet people and talk to petitioners, your advisor will make a note about the encounter in your archives. You can see all the entries by clicking on the archives below. Okay? Your Grace, my daughter's wedding is at hand. Congratulations. The problem is we don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. What will my daughter's in-laws think of our family? We want to hire a band and buy some of that fancy wine on the market. We need 5 gold and 5 supplies. This doesn't seem like something that a king would do. Like, I don't know. This seems like it's beneath the workings of the realm. I don't know. Like, I want to help. I really sincerely do. But is this really the king's responsibility? I don't know. We'll give it to him. You can't have a marriage without music. It's something to kill thirst. Yes, the thirst is the worst. We will show those peasants what a real feast looks like. I'll give it a go, I guess. Your Grace, I come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 7 gold to help us gather tools and resources to build an inn. We could really use a new place to rest after a long day of work. Alright. Make it the best inn around. We surely will, my lord. Thank you, Your Grace. Monsters! Beasts dressed in black. They came in the night. Unseen, unheard, until they arrived, and then they attacked the village. We heard the dreadful screams of the slain. Your Grace, I beg you, you must send your men and check what happened. Find those responsible. Okay. The general will deal with these bandits easily. Thank you, Your Grace. Click on the glowing flower to advance to the next week once you're ready. Sometimes you'll need to see family members before you can advance. Alright, well, we needed to go talk with our daughters, so let's get off the throne real fast. I enjoy my time on the throne as much as any other man, but we were supposed to go talk to our daughter. We'll also take a walk around town. Damn, it's worse than I thought. The recent downpours have damaged a lot of the buildings, Your Grace. While we still have space for prisoners, we should focus on the buildings that need more attention. I've had a scribe write a list of things that need to be fixed. You will see this in the weekly summary. Sounds like it's going to be costly. Yes. By all the gods, that could have been me. Your Grace, did you see what happened there? If I was in the other cell, I would have been crushed. This is a sign. The gods have forgiven my sins. I shall serve the mighty ones. I will dedicate my life to those in need. I mean, if I could just get out of here. Please? Why are you here again? I bumped into the innkeeper on the street and stepped on his toe. How dare you tell such a falsehood? He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and then didn't even have the gold to pay for it. I know the innkeeper. He was pretty upset about it. Ah, I think I remember. Your Grace, I've been enlightened. I won't ever do such a stupid thing again. I serve a higher purpose now. Please, let me out. How long has he been in there? That's the other question that I have. Like, if he's been in there for, like, years, like, yeah, we can release him. If he's been in there for, like, a week, then, like, I don't know, maybe he needs to dry out a little bit further. I hope you've learned your lesson. You may leave. Really? The gods have truly chosen me. I'm gonna go and spread their wisdom. Thank you, Your Grace. Our paths will cross again. I can just feel it. I just want the jail cell. I've played enough of the game to know that we're gonna need as many jail cells as we can get our hands on. And so, you know, we'll just take the jail cell for now. Alright, so we needed to go to the walls and we needed to talk to our daughter. Let's go see if we can find her. And then we'll probably go back to the gardens because my guess is there's more conversations for us to be had with our family members. In this game, you sort of have a unique place in guiding and developing your daughters into the women that they will ultimately be by marrying them off or having them trained as generals and soldiers and things like that. And so really, you do want to go through these conversations. They're important. Oh, it's you. You need to stop fighting with your sister. You want to talk about what happened in the gardens? No. I'm fine, Father. Why didn't you want to play with us? Maybe I'm not 5 anymore. Why won't you talk to me? Everything's fine. Don't you have things to do? So Celia's been pretty nasty recently. I don't know where your sister learned to be so rude. Guess I'll see you later. I'll leave you to it. Apparently she's just sulking on the walls and there's no getting through to her. So we did our fatherly duty. We tried 4 separate dialogue options. I'm gonna tell you, that's way more than you would have got out of my dad. That's all that I'm saying, is that, like, her dad gave her 4 separate dialogue options to open up. Doesn't happen very frequently. Let's get on out of here and see if maybe we can go to the gardens. Can you explain the fight in the gardens? What's the matter with you two? You and Lorsulia used to be best friends. You mean, why is Lorsulia such a big baby? This is the kind of thing that I mean. She's annoying is all. You need to stop fighting with each other. Insulting your sister isn't going to make the situation better. She's just going to get more resentful as time goes by. But it's so hard. Ugh, I'm sorry, Father. I won't do it again. Alright, well, let's go talk to our other daughter, too, if she's still... Oh, she's not. Where is she? I guess she's not over there anymore. Okay. Never mind, then. We'll go back to this side. Alright, there's no other places that I can go to. So I guess we're done for the day. We can just go back to the throne room, and we can crash out for the day, and hopefully we have income. This is your weekly summary screen. Here you will be able to see your kingdom's weekly income and expenses. You can buy upgrades and fixes for the castle in the left section. To buy an upgrade, simply click on the button. Okay. So, we've got the broken pantry roof. We've got taxes which have come in. So, with our current resources, we are sitting on 2018. Okay, so we can fix the market stall. That'll give us 2 gold per week. I feel like that's a pretty good idea. I mean, it's a little bit worrisome. Like, we don't have a whole lot of grain right now, okay? We really don't have a lot of grain. But I feel like getting ahead of this stuff as early as possible. So all of these things right here are generating resources for us. I feel like fixing them early rather than fixing them later. If we're getting bonuses every single day or missing out on bonuses, we kind of want to even that out as soon as possible. And damn the torpedoes. Like, I may not be able to afford things to help out my people, but fixing all of this stuff means that every single day we'll be recovering our finances a little bit faster. Like, as of right now, instead of 11 taxes a week, we'll be getting 13 taxes a week. That's going to matter, especially if this game is like 52 weeks long. At the end of the game, that comes out to like 104 extra gold that we'll have to spend on other things. We can fix the pantry roof right now. I think that's a good idea because we do have a supply penalty right now. So we'll go ahead and do that so that we can resupply a little bit faster. And in fact, that's bumped our grain up a little bit, so I think we're in a good spot. Next week, we'll work on the theater, because we got some extra contentment by helping out the peasants this week. We can take the contentment penalty, and then next week, we'll try to fix off the theaters. Oh my god, there's so many people. Your Grace, there was no sign of monsters. We did stumble upon these bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. Red head, sharp teeth, the crest of Rodovia. I thought you could only find them in books and in old manuscripts. Well, it seems like we found one right here, too. Tell me, whose banner are you bearing? Is it true that you're from Rodovia? Your man is correct. Rodovia is my home. And soon yours, too. Why are you here? What were you and your men doing near the village? Just making a living. One man calls it plunder. I call it hard work. Who's your leader? Do you have a king? Or are you just a barbaric thief? We are a free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. Bold words for someone trespassing in another country. Bold and stupid. I've heard enough. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands, plundering and killing innocent men. There's no question that justice needs to be dealt to this one. Execute him. No Rodovian scum will threaten the crown. Behead him. My brothers will... How will they hear about it? When your head is chopped off, how are you going to tell them? I need to see Aurelia about this. What do you make of this, Audrey? Rodovians. Here. How did they get through the mountains? And why would they threaten a war? It's a lot of questions, but I need answers, Audrey. Forgive me, Your Grace, I'm puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties. Let's talk to some old friends and see who could give us a hand. With our current resources, a war would bring certain defeat. I'll make the preparations. I'm here representing the Bank de Florentini, Your Grace. I hear that your treasury has seen better times, but I am here to help. Okay, how does this work? We understand that sometimes it's hard to be a king, and we want to do our best to help you. We offer quick and easy solutions to give you a surge of gold or supplies, whichever you may need in need of. Our exclusive package will give you 50 gold and supplies instantly available for your use. The bank only adds a small fee of 10 gold or supplies depending on the type of loan. It's to be paid off in weekly amounts of 10 until you pay off your debt, Your Grace. We won't charge any additional costs. One last thing to note, we only do one type of loan at a time, so if you want to borrow gold, we can't lend you supplies until the first loan is repaid and vice versa. And remember, the first loan is free of charge. Just pay back what you take. So I borrow 50 and I've got to pay back 60. Yikes. That's a pretty rough loan, man. I don't think I'm going to do it. I mean, having to pay back 50, so if I only get 12 gold a week, so if I'm paying back 10, that means I'm only going to get 2 extra, and I sort of feel like if the coffers are full, I'm going to be more likely to spend money on things just psychologically that I don't need or things that are a risk than if I'm kind of riding the bottom of the barrel like I am right now. So, I don't think I'm going to borrow. The Bank de Florentini is always glad to help, my lord. I bring news, Father. Asalia sneaked out at night last week. I ran into her while she was going back to her chamber, all laughing and a little tipsy, I think. She wouldn't say where she'd been, but Sidani, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me in the morning. Those two chit-chat all the time. They think I don't realize. Thick. Don't speak ill of your sister. What's got into you, Lorsulia? Asalia sneaks out to some wedding and gets drunk, and I'm the bad one? I'll talk to Asalia about this, but you girls are going to drive me mad one day. Your Grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. A really daft little boy, but still, he is my son. I ask you to help us find him, Your Grace. Is there a chance you could do so? Our general will help you find him. He'll ask around and see if he can track your son down. I hope he's still in one piece. You have my thanks, Your Grace. My name is Etten. I am the Lord of Branca, Your Grace. I will be as straightforward as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter, and they expect me to pay 12 gold to get her back. The thing is, I tracked them down and know where they're keeping her. I've planned everything out. I just need your general to help me take her back, or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I need your help, Your Grace. I don't have either. My general is occupied and my gold is low. I wish you the best of luck in getting your daughter back. And I wish you never find yourself in a similar situation. Keep your daughter safe, Your Grace. I will remember this. Why don't we just have him killed now? He just threatened the royal family. Like, why don't we just have him beheaded? I'm just throwing this out there. He literally just threatened the royal family. He said, I hope nothing ever happens to your daughters, and I'm going to remember this. That's a threat right there. That would hold up in court if one of them came up missing. That's all that I'm saying is watch your mouth around the king. If I was a king, I'd be a very, very kind and generous king. But I absolutely will not suffer any threats towards my family. That's a mistake right there. You don't get in between a man and kinfolk. That's where you run into some big, big issues. Your Grace, I fear for my life. I think someone is trying to get me. I think someone is following me and wants me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything, right? I better be going. Well, far be it from me to trust the prevailing word of a man named Feathers. Alright, let's go see what we can get done here. We can go out this way, we can go to our bedchambers to talk to our wife. That's probably a good idea. I find that as a married guy, it's a good idea to talk to your wife every now and again. Darling, foreign barbarians visited us this week. The Radovians. They've come to Davern. One of their bandits was brought to the castle. Radovians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our promise? It may be. What do you think? 13 years ago, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Bayron, wasn't it? Does it matter? After 13 years, a Radovian shows up in our castle. We'll be damned. Lorsulia will soon be a woman. We need to find her a husband. And Bayron the villain will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. How could we have promised our daughter's hand to a Radovian? With a knife to my throat, I'm not sure what else we could have done. To think our daughter will marry a barbaric thug, though. We can't let this happen, Eric. Don't worry, we're gonna solve this. I put a Y in my name instead of an I. That means I'm the hero of the story. Do you remember the curse? I don't even want to think about this. Let's just hope the curse is nothing but a hoax and see how things with the thug turn out. What are we gonna do? If Bayron ever shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully nobody will believe him. We just need to play stupid. Unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly. How could a commoner afford an army? Even we can't. How could Radovians get to Davern? Anything seems possible at this stage. Did you send the bandit to the dungeons? No, I gave him justice. Damn it, you should have questioned him first. One less barbarian to worry about, though. How are you holding up? I'm not sure. It's so unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even, but let her marry a thug? We can't do this. It's going to be fine. I won't let them take her away. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and head back on out. There's other people that we need to talk to here. We'll go out to the gardens, and we needed to speak with our daughters. Yes, Father? There was a wedding in the village. Considering the resources you spent to help them out with it, it definitely was. And how do you know this? Sounds as if they had an honor of a royal guest. No, of course not. I've just heard what people say is all. Come on now, I know about the wedding. Lorsulia told me what happened. How would she know anyways? Oh, Sidani. We're at the brink of war and people are constantly requiring resources and I can't even tame my own kids. That'd be a good start, one might say. Do you know what's out there? What could happen if someone found a princess by herself in the village? All the drunkards, thugs, but nothing happened. I was dressed differently. I was careful. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. All I wanted was a little fun. Lorsulia said you got drunk. Well, that's a lie. I know what I'm doing and I can take care of myself. How many times? Lorsulia. Since she turned 13, she thinks that you're gonna make her marry some fat dumb prince and send her off to another castle. If she intends to be such a lousy rat, maybe it'd be for the best. Is that why she's acting up? I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact that she's just infuriating. Doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop with the name calling. You were confined to the castle. You will not be visiting the market. What am I supposed to do inside these godforsaken walls? Oh, Lorsulia, I'm going to teach her a lesson. Stop with the names. Alright, so we got to go talk to Lorsulia now. It looks like Sidani is not over here. So let's go find Lorsulia real fast and smooth this whole thing over because obviously it's my job to fix everything. After all, I am Dad. Alright, let's go back up to the top wall. Didn't even bring my good New Balances for this. I'm not properly equipped for this dad quest. Haven't studied up on my pun recitations. Oh, it's you. Asalia told me why you might be feeling a bit down recently. I think your mother and I started to figure it out anyways. I'm sorry we didn't realize earlier. Oh, and why is that? You're a princess and every princess needs a prince. Getting upset and not talking to us won't help, but I can promise that we'll take it slow. Time will show. Yeah. I'm gonna be super honest with you. This sounds like a dick move, but I'm going to marry her to the first person that will give me a massive army that can defeat Radovians. So, like, if a prince shows up with a tested army that has already defeated Radovians in the past, then, like, hey, I'm just saying the negotiations will go a lot easier. That's all that I'm saying. Chamber, dungeon. I think we've done everything for the week. I don't think that there's anything else that we really need to knuckle down on. Let's go ahead and hit up our finances sheet real fast and kind of see where we're at. All right. So, we gain 12 more from taxes. That's good. Or we gain 10 more from taxes. I don't feel like my totals are right. I feel like my totals are off. Stan General. How did we get a -9? Hold up. What is the -9 from? Wish I could itemize this. Like, click it and it would unfold and I could, like, see what the -9 is going from. Interesting. Well, things are definitely, I mean, we're a little bit shy on coin right now. We did get a decent amount of supplies though from removing the penalty right there. So at least, if nothing else, we have food in the granary. We do need to figure out ways to bring in more tax revenue, though. If we can't find more taxable revenue around somewhere, or at least more enterprises that we can get invested in, I foresee that gold is going to be a long-term problem. I think I read yesterday's sheet wrong. I thought this was what we were gaining, and it is, but I didn't see the massive penalty that we're taking right there. So we gained 3 gold. Okay. Well, this is Yes, Your Grace. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Since it saves at the end of every single day, in order if we do multiple episodes to have it flow properly, I'm going to try and end the episodes whenever we're at one of these save points. So, my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we had Yes, Your Grace, a really cool kingdom management sim where you play the king, trying to keep everything balanced and not lose your throne in the process. I will see you all tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the skillet. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and you want to see more. Aside from that, you can also check out the Discord, and you can check out the Twitch stream where I'm live every single day down below in the description. And I will see you all tomorrow. Don't work too hard, everybody. Have a good day.